What's up, YouTube? It's Red Mask Animation, and I'm back today with another awesome action figure review of this Batman Arkham Origins 3-pack. It is Dr. Harleen Quinzel, Electricutioner, and Lady Shiva. This is freaking awesome. Found at the comic book shop Hot Comics in Minnesota. That's the place you want to go when you're here. They're awesome. They're fantastic. Check them out. Just look at the box here. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome. Look around the back. Got Batman on the back. On the side, I mean. Then you got the different figures in the line. There's this 3-pack we're going to review. There's this 3-pack here. The single figures. And yeah. So let's get them out of the package. And let's see what these figures are all about. I think I'm just going to review them all at once. That'd be kind of cool. Get them out of the way. Alright, so here is Dr. Harleen Quinzel out of the packaging, and man, I have been waiting for an awesome figure like this of Harleen Quinzel before she became Harley Quinn, and I gotta say, man, this lives up to the hype. It's pretty awesome. So this is her in the Arkham Origins game. She comes with this little clipboard here, which is neat. You take it out of her hand. It fits nice and snug right in there, so that's cool. Oh, stand for me with those heels. I know you can do it. Alright, and it doesn't come with any paper on there or anything. It would have been kind of cool if it had like Joker's notes or his profile or something like that, but I guess you can add some custom on there if you want to. Other than that, it's just a piece of plastic. It has pretty good detail though, which is pretty nice. It has little scratches right there. You can't really tell. And the back, it's a little bit darker. Other than that, it's, you know, a nice little accessory. And then there's Harleen Quinzel, who looks pretty awesome, like she does from the video game. The legs can only go forward so much because of the dress or the skirt. The knees do bend though. The legs don't go out, but they do rotate here, so that's pretty cool. No ankle articulation. The arms go completely around. Both of them do. They go out about this much. The head spins. No ab crunch or anything like that. You don't really expect it with this figure. It's kind of cool though that the jacket is sculpted on, the outer part is sculpted on, and the skirt is sculpted, or not sculpted on. It's a its own piece. My bad. The jacket is not sculpted on. It's kind of cool that it's its own rubber piece along with the skirt. So that's nice. The glasses do not come off. No, they don't come off. I'm not even gonna try to pull them off, but they don't come off. She has a nice shade of blonde hair. But yeah, she's a really cool figure. And then here she has like a little pin on her jacket, and then her ID card right there. And this is Dr. Harleen Quinzel, and she stands within like the 7-inch scale. A little tough to stand sometimes because of the heels that she's wearing. Other than that, not a bad figure at all. I really like it. She also does bend at the elbow, which is nice. Wrist, is there no wrist articulation, and then she does rotate at the arms as well. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, let's get into the next review of the other figures. Alright, up next we have Lady Shiva from the Batman Origins game, Batman Arkham Origins game. Lady Shiva, if you don't know, is like one of the badass fighters of the DC universe. I mean, amazing. So, yeah, she's pretty cool looking. I'm excited to have a figure of her, which is pretty awesome. She does come with a sword. Now, what I find kind of awkward about this sword is that there's no place to really put it. It's just there. Maybe you could just put this in her hand, I'm guessing. She just carries this around. And then you just pull the sword out of the sheath, and then she can just rock it in this hand, which I'm guessing this is how it's gonna look to make it accurate. So there you go. That's her holding her sword, and for her to stand, you gotta kind of lean her forward just a little bit, but other than that, it's not too bad. That's how it looks from the side, so it works. And the arms go up like that, and so let's get into the articulation. But yeah, I guess you would hold her sheath and then the sword along with it. This is a nice piece to have on there instead of it just being completely sculpted onto the body. like some of these figures are. It's just like its own piece, which is nice. The arms go all the way around. The legs do not go out. Do not do a split with this because it's not going to happen. There's no ankle articulation. Sucks that the leg can only go this high. It can go back though. See? The figure does turn at the elbow and bends at the elbow. I think I already said that. No ab crunch or anything like that. Yeah, this is, you know, it has a good detail in the boots, but it just kind of lacks in that articulation of not having the leg go forward. You think that this is this character is a fighter, you think she would have that ability to do that, you know, to kick, but it just goes back instead, but not forward, which sucks. But other than that, she has some knee articulation, but you're not going to be able to pose her in any like cool poses. Well, you might, but you know, overall the figure is nice. It's a nice piece you could put on your shelf if you even want to animate it or something. That's cool. I am going to animate this sometime. Pretty awesome. But yeah, this is Lady Shiva, the like one of the top fighters in the DC universe. So yeah, I like the figure a lot. You know, Lady Shiva is a beast, and yeah, you know, the only thing my only complaint is just the articulation for the leg not being able to go out. You'd have to bend her back like this. But yeah, other than that though, she's pretty badass. So let's get on to the next figure review here. Well, just one thing I wanted to go over was the sword has a nice touch of detail on the handle, and this is just the basic silver, but it is pretty sharp. And then the sheath, nice touch there. Not just, I'm glad they just didn't make it all solid black. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, let's get into the next figure, the Electricutioner. Alright guys, so here is the figure of the... Alright guys, so here is the Electricutioner out of the box, and I have to say, he looks awesome, he's pretty cool. He was a very disappointing character in the game. I thought he was going to be one of those guys that was going to be a pain to fight, but... Anyway, if you haven't played the game, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But, this figure, he looks cool, but he doesn't... I don't know. And the thing with DC Collectibles in this line that kind of got me with the Bane figure is like these hoses that they have connected to them, like do they just like fall off, or you know what I mean, like it just feels like it's cheaply done, but overall the figure looks cool, you know what I'm saying. So here's the face. He's like all messed up. He's a big dude, he's massive. The I have to be careful, I don't want to pull the cables out, jeez. Alright, so the arms go out, they go down. Oh, be careful of that. They do go around, both of them do. He's a stiff figure, wow. The leg can go up like this, and definitely go that far back, not all the way back, but the knees bend, just kind of cool. Wrist articulation, and that's gonna be about all you're gonna get out of him. The boots look kind of cool though, look at that. Yeah, but that's, besides that, that's what you're gonna get out of him. Like I said, you know, a lot of detail. It's pretty awesome, but you know, he's not like anybody that's gonna do anything crazy. You know, he's not gonna be jumping off the wall or anything like that, so I guess it fits him. But other than that though, you know, I would like a little bit more articulation out of him, but I guess this works. And he does come with 2 extra hands. I guess this is for when he's going to emit the electricity out of his hands, hence the name Electricutioner. I guess you just pull it off. I'm always nervous when I do that. And then you just pop it. Oh man, this thing is tough. Yeah, you just pop it back on, and then you get the open hand, and then it's going to be the same thing for over here. Just, and it's like, what these guys use on it? Super glue or something? Like, okay, there we go. And then you just put the open hand on it. My God. Well, it's tough, guys. You know, There we go. Somewhat. Okay, so, well, I had his head all crooked and everything. But yeah, so here he is with the open hands. And he's going to be emitting the oh, I guess I didn't get it all the way on. He's going to be emitting the electricity out of his hands or whatever. He's going to be like, ah. But yeah, I mean, overall he's cool. He's cool. He's a cool figure. But these cables, they just kind of throw me. Like, I get you can't have it plugged into his hands because he has 2 extra hands, but I don't know, they're just kind of out there. And I feel like if you just snag this a little bit, it's game over. Like, it's done. Other than that, though, I mean, the work on the figure is awesome. You know, this is all its own pieces here. It's a lot of good detail. Even on the knee pads, like, you know, this guy, he looks pretty badass, but like I said, it's just disappointing in the game. But to end the review, this is the Electricutioner. We're gonna do some height comparisons. So like I said, these are like in the 7-inch scale, and the Electricutioner himself is pretty big. Stand, Harleen. I can't even get her to stand now. What's this? But the Electricutioner is pretty big. Alright, so here's a size comparison of all 3 of them with each other. As you can see, he's a big guy. He's pretty tall. And then, you know, they're all about the 7-inch, 7.5-inch size as far as height. And then here they are next to the DC Universe Classics Unmasked Batman that I made here. And they just kind of tower over him. I mean, he's 6 inches. That's the basic DC Universe Classics figure. So they're big figures. And then here they are next to the CW Arrow. If I can get him to stand. I'm having some issues today with these guys. I don't get it. Why do you guys gotta show out on review? And he fits in really good. So your CW figures, all your DC collectible figures are gonna fit in pretty solid with these guys. So let me get him out of the way. So would you guys pick up this set? Would you guys get this set? Would you do something with it? Would you display it? Would you try to animate it? What would you do with this set if you're going to get it? Or would you pass on it? Would you be like, no, I don't want it, forget it, not a big fan, didn't like Origins, blah. Or would you just get it for one figure? You know, tell me what you guys do in the comments. Tell me if you like the set, if you don't. Give me some feedback, that'd be awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is Red Mask Animation, and I'm out.